Hi and welcome to the Market Alert for Thursday, the 8th of June 2023. So big tech bonds and bullion battered as billionaire Druckenmiller warns more shoes to drop. So stocks dropped yesterday afternoon. BOC, Bank of Canada surprises hike tremor, accelerates Nasdaq Russell 2-case spread unwind. And US stocks were mixed, with tech pressured as yields climbed following the surprise Bank of Canada rate hike, which happened yesterday afternoon. Economic news today, just the one. Unemployment claims, these are weekly numbers, they're out at 130. So let's move on and have a look at the Dow, see where it traded yesterday, and work our way through to all the other markets. So in the Dow for yesterday, we see the market moving higher. It then turned around and moved back to the downside overnight and is closed, currently trading below, it hasn't closed, but trading below the high and the 5-bar moving average from yesterday. So let's have a look at the 30-minute chart. Yesterday morning on the electronic Dow, we saw the market move higher. There was a lot of fighting and to-in and fro-in in the cash market when it opened, and eventually managed to move up. But overnight, as we saw in the daily, prices have moved lower. They're nowhere near yesterday's high, and also taken out the DP and the 50-bar moving average and the BRN there. And that BRN is a psychological level of 33,600. So we could draw on some fibs here. This is the first downside swing. And you can see there that 89 ties in with 33589, just below the psychological level there. So it'll be interesting to see if the market gets down to that level. We're just through the 78, but it can always bounce off this number as well. In the German DAX, also trading up strongly mid-morning yesterday, but then was hammered in the afternoon with the Bank of Canada rate announcement, and you can see there we've come through the 78 and heading towards the 50, where we've also got the 50 EMA in the daily chart as well. So let's have a look at the 30-minute. We started off on the downside all the way down to, guess where? The low. What happened at the low? Well, it was oversold. They bought the market and it just traded all the way back up 115 points in the mid-morning, and then just slightly higher in the afternoon when the Dow opened, and then got hammered to the downside, and is already trading at yesterday's low. It'll be interesting to see if the market will hold at this level. It is only 5 minutes to 6 as I'm recording, so it's got another hour before the futures market opens in Germany. In the 5-minute chart for yesterday, let's have a whiz through this, and there you'll see the sell-off to begin with in the 5-minute chart, all the way down to the low, eventually making it there. Again, oversold, crossover, and you can see that little spike in volume there. Always an interesting one to look out for. Yeah, it doesn't seem a lot, but it is by comparison to the previous bars, and also the market coming off those lows as well as it hit the low of Tuesday. The market then retraces and off we go, and then the market moved up 115 points. And then in the afternoon we saw the market continue to move higher, became overbought, crossed over and double top. And you can see then the market moving down and making its way after the Bank of Canada made its announcement. So overnight, you'll see that we're just through the low, but again, when you start to look inside of the detail, you can see that the market's already trying to get back towards the low of yesterday. And in yesterday's trades, it was really good, able to pile on the profits yesterday, 5.18 on the profit factor. 70-30 on the win-loss ratio, so letting the winners really go a lot further, so 3 times to the biggest loss there. And then in the week so far, we're up to 834, 395, and we've got 67 to 33 there, win-loss ratio. And also again, 114, the 72 was a bit of a pain. 1% of the account, not a problem. It's less than 1%, but it had a bit of an impact on there. I don't normally let it get that far. I'll just take 0.5%, and if it doesn't work out, then come out and then wait till it does and stay with it. So it was a bit of a pain, but not to worry about that at all, because anything over 2 on the profit factor will give you a profit, and that can be seen by the profit in the graph there. And in the S&P 500, also a bit of weakness there yesterday, some selling coming into the market. We're down below the 5 MA overnight as well, so some weakness around in this market. You can see it shooting up there, then say Bank of Canada coming out, sending the market down to the 200 MA and the previous day's low, where the market held until overnight, where you can see that it's taken out the low as well. So see if it's got the power to get back above and the interest on the buy side to get back above yesterday's low, or we're just going to see a bit of a correction in the daily chart from here down to here. So they would be the targets on the downside. In the UK 100, also stuck in that sideways range, also trading below the 5-bar moving average overnight. Some supply for yesterday as well. We're overbought, so a bit of weakness there. Let's have a look at the 30-minute chart, but before we do that, just have a look at the downside targets. 200 MA there with the 38% and 50% fib as well, so you could expect some support there. And in the UK 30, we moved to the upside when the cash market opened, unlike the DAX, and then we had an 89% retracement. We came back to the DP, and then it moved up in the afternoon. So completely detached from the Dow and the DAX yesterday, trading down, not close below yesterday's low at the moment, and we've got the 89 in the way of 7606, so make it 7,600 there for the FTSE 100. In the currencies, GBP, JPY up strongly yesterday. We've got an 89% retracement here, haven't we? Let's just have a look. Yeah, we've just come back to that on the overnights in the Asian market. 30-minute chart. You can see that in more detail. But yesterday it was straight off the low, and we made our way up. And then overnight, you can see the market sideways to lower. It's found support at the moment at the 50 EMA and the DP there as well. In the pound, we were up yesterday, and you can see there that we're moving to the upside still in the daily chart, sideways, but we're back above the 5-bar moving average. And in the 30-minute chart, you can see there coming off the BRN yesterday, which is the 120, what level is that? The 124 level for this line. So straight off the psychological level of 124, we drove through the high, as you can see there, then it ran out of steam, and then Bank of Canada bringing the market back there. US dollar stuck in a bit of a range, waiting for the Fed next week. We can see that we've got some selling in the market there as well. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens with regards to the dollar. Like I say, it's got the CPI next week, and also the interest rates FOMC meeting minutes on the Wednesday night as well. And finally, in the metal, silver managing to move higher yesterday, but we got monkey hammered in the afternoon. No surprise there, but moving back to the upside as we speak. You see it moving up there with the interest rates, and then it just got hammered back all the way. Again, no surprise at all. What time was this? This is at 1500, 3 o'clock. And also you'll see overnight we're coming off the low of yesterday. In the gold market, we're sideways to lower. Got a bit of an 89% retracement there, trying to move back to the upside. I'm going to keep this on the downside if they can. Managing to move up yesterday, but like I say, as soon as the news had got into the market, they came in and just monkey hammered it to the downside. Coming off the low of yesterday, though, at the moment, needs to get above the DP, where there is a psychological level, and also the 50 EMA. And finally, gold-silver ratio. Silver's doing better than gold at the moment because the candles are red. Simple as that. So we're more of a percentage return on the silver than on the gold moves at the moment. So with that, I will conclude. And as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.